Good afternoon, everybody. Wanted to continue our conversation from yesterday and Gandhi's quote about beware your thoughts. We had a couple of people question or send me notes asking some questions about it, so wanted to clear it up a little bit. So again, the quote was, beware your beliefs because your beliefs become your thoughts. Beware your thoughts because your thoughts become your words. Beware your words because your words become your actions. Beware your actions because those become your character. So what an example or another way to think about this is consistency. Are you consistent from your belief to your character all the way through in regards to when you're showing, teaching, or raising your child? Now, you might have a particular belief, and we're not saying not to have that belief. The question is, do you want your child to have that belief? And so an example of that, growing up, and met some grandparents over the years of different friends, and they were, one group was from Italy, in particular is what I'm thinking of right now, and they had their particular opinions. And these days, we would say that it was very racial. Now, understanding where they came from, how they grew up, I respected their thoughts, but that's not something that I would want to pass on to anybody else. So that's an example of what I'm thinking of when we talk about that you can have your own mindset, but what is it that you want to pass on to children in the next generation? So another example for parents right now is and everybody's guilty to some degree, myself included, and so this is what we're always trying to work on. You say, for example, I want my child to be disciplined. But then you let them choose what things they feel like doing and when they feel like doing them and if they're going to quit or not. That's not going to help them teach discipline, right? Or I want them to be confident. I want my child to have confidence. But then you never let them fail at anything. You're always stepping in and saving them and making sure it gets done, right? We have situations here like, a child forgets their belt and a parent goes racing home to get their belt because I don't want my kid to not have their belt. It's a consequence, and the consequence is, so what? You don't have your belt today. But if you don't let your child experience failure, they're not going to be able to fully grow in their confidence and or as a leader. So when you're building your process step by step, just make sure that it's consistent with what you are truly trying to accomplish. And again, nobody's perfect. So there's going to be situations where you are inconsistent, or your belief or your words are one thing, but your actions might be another, right? Another example would be in our generation growing up. A lot of parents smoked, and so it was always, don't do as I do as I say. Well, we know these days that that's not a great model. A parent would be sitting there with their cigarette. Hey, kid, don't smoke. It's bad for you. And again, remember, body language communication, 80% is visual. So as kids, you're not hearing the words, don't do this. You're seeing the example of the cigarette in the hand, and that is what you remember. So, hey, smoking must be cool because my dad is cool and my dad smokes. Or my grandma or my grandpa, whoever it was. So again, you want to make sure that you're modeling the behavior that you want your child to develop. And that's what we strive for here at the karate school. Making sure that you stand tall. Making sure that you make good eye contact. Make sure that you have a strong voice. We role model those behaviors all of the time, and we put the kids in different situations where they can role model those behaviors to develop the skill that we're looking for. So there you have it for today's tip. Do me a favor, in the comments below, write down at least one, if not some of your beliefs that you are hoping to pass on to your kids, and let's have a conversation. How are you doing it, and what can I do to help? I'm going to go get ready for class. We have a brand new cycle starting, so I've got some great surprises for the kids today. Take care, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.